Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and today we're gonna go over top 10 villain of 2024 so far. Doesn't matter if they're movies, TV shows, anime, western cartoons, or video game. Everything is fair play. All that matters is who I think is the best villains at all. It could also be comics and books, but I don't read that much and enough to actually pick out characters from those. And also be clear, as I said, this is the villains so far. I'm gonna make another video at the end of the year where I talk about all the best villains of the whole year. But that won't either happen in December or January 2025. December 2024 or January 2025. With that out of the way, let's get started. Coming up as number 10 is He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Revelation. If Skeletor had first appeared in this show or in this sequel to the previous one, then he would actually be the one to be here and not Hordak. Hordak is a really great villain. He fails in a lots of things, but I think he works most of the time. I really did like the concept of him. I like that he was like more of a secondary antagonist instead of the main antagonist. Again, there's a lot of things that I think could have been done better with him, but I think he worked just as well as it does right now. The fact that in the next sequel we will see Hordak Prime, so maybe he will be on my list later, who knows? But as for now, number 10 is Hordak. Coming up as number 9 is Van from Banished from the Heroes Party and Decide to Live My Life on the Countryside. It's quite a mouthful right there. But I think the character was really done right. He's a really character of belief, and that is why I think he worked so well. I say that Christianity and other type of religion is in a sense good, but sometimes it can be a bit of a problem when you take those beliefs to extreme, and this is exactly what this character does. He takes those belief he has to extreme, and it thanks to a bit of his powers that made him this way, but he does learn the errors of his ways, and when he gets hurt by the previous hero, he actually is a little bit scared at that time. He does fight the heroes, but during that time he learns that he was wrong. And I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's a while since I seen it and I've forgotten a little bit. So this is all I'm going to say for now. Now coming up as number 8 is Reina from Tekken 8. Now I had a hard time deciding if she was going to be number 8 or 9. But I decided that one was going to be number 9 and her number 8. I'm not that big of a fan of Tekken, but I think her character worked. I think her motivation for going against her brother and that she is the daughter of the Tekken franchise main antagonist is really great. And I like her fighting style, and that is the main reason why she earned up a place as number 8. Her character is well written. I'm looking forward to see more of her. But as I said, I'm not the biggest Tekken fan, and she barely made it this far on the list. Her motivation, her fighting style, her character is all that made her come this far. Coming up as number 7 is Knox from Roadhouse 2024. Now, this is the main physical threat in the Roadhouse reboot, and you really feel how threatening this character is. He really can go to toe with the main hero, and it helps that he's a complete fucking psycho. You don't want to get on this guy's bad side. And I don't even think he has a good side. He enjoys fighting, he enjoys hurting people, and the character don't have that many redeeming qualities. And normally I'm not too big a fan of those type of characters, but I am when they work. He is hired to fix up the main villain's mistake, but in the same time, something tells me that he just wants to hurt people, and that's why he's doing it. The father of the main antagonist is the one that hires him, and his rivalry with Dalton is really great. Physical threatening, complete fucking psycho, enjoys hurting people, and is completely crazy. All of that has earned his place at number 7. Coming up as number 6 is Cardinal Lawrence from the First Omen. And I'm gonna say it right away, like I said in that movie, is that it was a fucked up movie in a good way, and he is a fucked up villain in an evil way. I don't think there is any good quality he has, especially since he's the reason that the Antichrist comes to Earth in the first place. There's a lot of bad things with this character. There's a lot of lines he is willing to cross to fulfill his goals. He has successfully manipulated events until Damien's birth, and he is one of the two overarching antagonists of the Omen franchise. He has forced pregnant a lot of women to have the devil's son, but a lot of them failed, which again, real fucked up. He is evil, and the fact that he is a person that will worship the devil proves how evil he is. I know there is some people in the world today that actually do worship the devil, and a lot of them are good people, and that is truly shown with this character here. Coming up as number 5 is Proxima Caesar from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now this is a great villain in a great movie. I feel like what makes him work is the fact that he actually is worshipping a hero, while he himself is an evil tyrant. One other thing I like the most about him, besides what I thought made him work, is the fact that he's clever, he's intellectual, and he's strong. It's hard to say that a monkey is intellectual in movies, for I've often seen in movies that they try to show monkey that isn't that smart, man. In this franchise they have done the opposite, and it always surprises me how well it works. Proxima Caesar also have a great moment. What a wonderful day! I said moment, I meant line. And when they come to the end, the way he is defeated is that our main protagonist can't beat him physically, but when they call on the eagles, that is what ends up taking him down. It's not a one-on-one fight that bring him down, it's the fact that the heroes are using what they are good at. Proxima Caesar, number 5. He earned it. Coming up as number 4 is Hades from Blood of Zeus. Now, this is the way to create a real sympathetic villain all Hades wants is to be with the woman he loves, and he can only be with her throughout winter. That is a bit sad in my opinion, that you can't spend all that time with the people you love. So it's really understandable why he does what he does. Hades has a lot of good qualities, but he wants to be with the person he fall in love with, but the other gods won't let him. He has good moments in Blood of Zeus Season 2, and some of you are gonna say that he showed up in the first season, but that was a cameo at the end, so he's still valuable for this list. I think that Hades trusting Serpent was actually a good idea, and that he becomes some small-time mentor for him. I really feel like that was a smart choice, because he needed Serpent and Serpent needed him, so it really works well. And the fact that he in season 3 probably is gonna work with the heroes to stop the new villain that's gonna show up, and that in again is his fault for stabbing a main hero. It all come together in such a great way. So I really feel like he has earned his place as number 4. Coming up as number 3 is Fade Rauta. And sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but he is the villain of Dune Part 2 along with a few others, but he's the typical main villain at the end of that movie, and he works so well. He is a badass, he is a real ass kicker, and he is a great threat to our heroes. And his intimidation, I don't think it will work that well if they didn't have the right actor for this role, and they nailed it. This character is so chilling that you look at him and you can tell that he will soon kill someone. That is how threatening he feels like, and that is what makes him work so well. If he was a wimp or anything else, it would not have worked. The actor is doing an excellent job on showing how menacing this character is. He has great story in Dune Part 2. I almost wish that he didn't die so we could see him in Dune Part 3, but unfortunately he had to die. He's a great character, a great villain, and he earned this place. Coming up as number 2 is Cassandra Nova from Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, this one was difficult. I did not know if I was gonna add her as number 1 or number 2, but I think she works well as number 2. She could have made number 1, but I think the one that has reached it has earned it more. Cassandra Nova is a great villain, and she is a great threat. You feel like she steals the scene whenever she is on screen in Deadpool and Wolverine. How she killed Johnny Storm was both hilarious and fucked up. I really enjoyed watching this character, and I think that the fact that she is so fucked up is what makes her work. And if it weren't for the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine could have defeated her much earlier, then they could actually have won if they stick to the original plan, but they gave her a chance. They still won, but they were actually close to passing away, both of them. After all, she was the main villain for a reason. There was a reason why they could not defeat her in a fair fight. I had to use Juggernaut's helmet on her, and when she threatened the whole multiverse, it really come to a point that they had to defeat her. or else not only Deadpool's world would have gone, but her entire world would have gone. All of their worlds would have gone. So again, that is a real great villain when you really see there's no option but actually take her out. And even though they didn't take her out in guns blazing type of way, she still ended up destroying herself. And that is the reason why I think her defeat at the end was moi. And finally, number 1 is Sebastian Gilmour from X-Men 97. Now, this is a real villain who almost saw the error of his way, that humanity would rather die than to have freak like us. I really enjoyed that one line. Every time he is seen, he steals almost all the power, all the atmosphere, and it works so well. He is by far a great villain. He is evil, and he is part of the cause of the Genosha massacre. Even though he wasn't that in the comics, it really worked well for this show that he had a hand in it as well as Sinister. I really like that even though he is evil, he has a little bit of sympathy for him, but that's not much. He is a person that really hates the mutants. He don't want them to have any rights, nor freedom. He wants them as slaves to humanity, and he wants to enslave humanity as well. He is a heartless machine that used to be a human, and he is thanks to Nimrod as well. So it's so much that help makes this character work so well. His personality is also a really great factor in it. Overall, I think they did this character justice, or injustice if you want to go an evil route with it. Well, he has at least earned his place as number 1! And that's it for this video. Do you guys agree with this list? Do you disagree with it? Let me know in the comment section down below. In late December or early January, I'm gonna make a follow-up video talking about the top 20 villains of 2024, like last year, with a few honorable mentions. And as I said, if you like this video, let me know, and I hope to see you guys again next time.